What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Snkrs Kicks once again. Appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. So, fall is like among us. It's starting to get cool outside. I think it's in like the low 70s, like in that 70 range today. It felt good outside today. So, getting around to that hoodie season. Y'all know how it goes. So, today so I meant to make this video yesterday over the Canyon Purple 4 drop that happened on Snkrs, and I just didn't get it around to making it yesterday, so I'm making it today. So I'm going to talk about that and everyone's favorite app, and then just give you a couple updates on different things that are happening or coming up. I have a couple early pairs on the way, some other shoes that are on the way as well, so I'm going to be dropping some reviews in the next couple of days whenever those shoes get here, so just stick around to the channel. But just doing an update for y'all over today's video. So like I said, we're going to start with everyone's favorite app, the lovely Snkrs app, because it's been doing us great favors this week. So starting off with the upcoming releases. So today, at the time of this video releasing, we have the SB Dunk Low Skate Like a Girl, and retail price on those is $130. I've heard these actually look really nice in person. They have men's 4 through men's 15. Y'all know it's an SB Dunk, so it's going to be hard to get. If I can get a pair, of course, I will do a review over them. But it looks like there's a lot of details with this SB Dunk, so I'm curious to see it in person. And then also, I think that's the big thing for the most part. We also have the Air Just Forced an Ambush collab, and we have a red and blue colorway in those. Continuing on to the 19th, we have the Air Penny 2 Social Status, and that is the black colorway. And then we also have, that's the Cobalt Pulse and black colorway. And then we also have an Air Jordan 9, that's the black and light gum, that's the boot NRG. And then continuing on to the 21st, we have 3 pairs of Air Jordan 2 lows dropping. We have the Shelf Life, we have the 218, and then we have the Titan colorway, all 3 of those dropping on the 21st. I know I mentioned the 218 Jordan 2 lows. I'll be trying to cop those just because they have a cool story to them, and I would like to just discuss that and go into detail about all that is tied to that shoe. And then moving to the 22nd, we finally have the release of the Nike Dunk Low Fam U. That is that orange and green dunk. I think that is the best HBCU dunk that's dropped so far. I'll be trying again, but stock on those has been like in the 2,000 range, so it's been really tough to get those. And then also on the 22nd, we have the Air Jordan 7, and that is the Afro Beats, but on Snkrs they're calling them the Vachetta Tans. I'll be passing on them. Not a huge fan of 7, so not really too interested in those. It's a lot of other upcoming releases coming up. The Starfish is already loaded on the Snkrs app. The Air Jordan 4 Midnight Navies are loaded on the Snkrs app as well. And then, so it's just different things coming up. We have the Dia de los Muertos Dunk Highs. Those come out the 26th of October. So a lot of feet getting ready to come out. Now, going to the Jordan 1 Starfish. Now, I've heard there's extended size in these. On Snkrs, they have them listed from women's 5 through women's 12. I don't know where exactly the extended sizes will be. I'm hoping that we get them because I want a pair for myself. They're nice in person. I've done a review on them already. Yeah, it's a shoe that if I can get it in my size, I will for sure cop. And then, of course, the Midnight Navy 4s, y'all already know about those. Now, going back to Saturday to talk about these Purple Canyon 4s, of course, I do have the stock numbers. And we had 2 releases. We had the Canyon Purple 4s, and then we had those dunks that were 160. So for the stock numbers for the 4s, we had a women's 5 through women's 16.5. And it was 82,716 pairs. And then for the dunks, we had men's 3.5 through men's 15. There was 80,895. Now, we'll start with the dunks. So, of course, these were the dunks that, like I mentioned, were 160. I don't know why. Supposedly there's premium leather, premium quality with the shoe. So, yeah, I don't know. I was able to get the dunk on Saturday. So, whenever I get it in hand, of course, I'll do a review for y'all just so we can discuss why that dunk is 160. Of course, it's like almost $50, $60 over what retail price of dunks have been. So I'm curious to see what makes this one so special to be 160. Now, going back to the Purple 4s. So, of course, they were extended size with these Jordan 4 Canyon Purples. Of course, for those that normally are bigger size, of course, we're going to go for these. So I'm 11.5, which is the women's 13. So, of course, I was going for the Purple 4s. I know I mentioned I wasn't the biggest fan of the shoe, but I just wanted to get it in hand in my size just because I know how the price is. Price is double retail, so it's easy just for me to get it for retail and decide if I want it, and if not, then I'll just do whatever I'll do with it. But starting off with Saturday, you know, I knew everywhere else wasn't going to have extended sizes. Snkrs was the only app that had extended sizes, the only company that had extended sizes. So it was like, okay, cool, no big deal. I just try on Snkrs. Hopefully I can get a pair. If not, it is what it is. So 9 a.m. rolls around, 9 a.m. Central Time rolls around. I'm like, bet, let me go enter. So I go on the Snkrs app and I try to enter and there's an error. And I'm like, what's going on? So the error just said checkout error. Unfortunately, Air Jordan 4 Retro is no longer available. Please remove to complete your purchase. And this was right at 9 a.m. So the shoe wasn't sold out yet. Now, it wasn't a draw, but at the same time, the shoe was not sold out. So I tried and I tried. Closed the app out, came back in, tried again, was getting the same error. So I was like, bet, let me just give this a second. I'm going to go try the dunks and see if I can get the dunks. So I go over to the dunks, try the dunks, and I'm getting the same error over and over again. I'm like, okay, let me try a different Snkrs account because I have a different family that has different Snkrs accounts. So I'm like, let me try their account. Same error on their account. So I'm like, what is going on with the Snkrs app right now? Because this is like the second video I made in a row where we've had issues with the Snkrs app and being able to purchase shoes and the app just being glitchy. So a couple minutes into the drop, I'm still getting the same error. I'm getting the same error. I'm on Twitter. People are complaining about the same thing. So it's just, I don't know what's going on. And Solinks tweets out, try the desktop. So I'm like, okay. So I go to the Snkrs desktop. By the time I get there, my size is already sold out in the 4. So I'm like, well, there goes that. I tried for a 12, didn't get that. So I was just like, okay, just chalk that one up. So I switched over to the dunks. It's a 40-11.5 in the dunks. I was able to get it. I know with that dunk price, people probably weren't the most interested in it, but I believe they still sold out. So yeah, it's still a dunk. But overall, I don't know what's been going on with the Snkrs app. Just the whole glitching and stuff like that. It's really getting to a point of where it's frustrating, especially when we have the shoes that are upcoming, Starfish 1s, Midnight Navy 4s, and of course the big one, Lost and Found 1s. The Snkrs app is just going to have like a whole bunch of issues with the amount of people that would be going for the Lost and Found 1s. So hopefully by the time we get to that point, they have figured out what the problem is. And I don't know if it's just bot protection they're trying to put in or implement to prevent bots from shopping on the app, but whatever it is, it's causing problems for just regular consumers to be able to purchase product on the Snkrs app. So hopefully they get that figured out. Now, continuing on, we did get a tweet on Twitter that I found, and it was about the Footlocker UK calendar, and they have 2 pairs of ones loaded up for October 29th. Now, of course, stuff releases overseas in Europe before it releases over here in the States. So it just says 1 retro high OG, and they have preschool color. The colorway is varsity red, black, and white. The only Jordan 1 that's coming out later this year with that colorway is, of course, the Lost and Found 1s. So it looks like Footlocker could have pairs. I've heard that they will, but it'll just be certain Footlockers that have those pairs. So we'll just have to wait and see what Footlockers over here in the States will have those pairs. But if you're in Europe, check your Footlocker apps. It looks like they have a release date of October 29th. So that's coming up here shortly. Go ahead and check it out, see if they're on the app. If you're in Europe or overseas anywhere, let me know in the comments if y'all have the Lost and Found 1s on your Footlocker app or Champs app, if y'all have Champs over there. Let me know, because I'm curious to see how many stores over there will have them, or if it's like a limited amount that will actually have these Lost and Found 1s. So yeah, let me know in the comments about that. And then continuing on, today we also had the release of I think the last release, and maybe one more, but on Instagram we had the Joe Fresh Goods release, and there were 3 pairs, the pink, blue, and green pair, I believe it was. And they basically shock drop on his Instagram account. I know last time we had a shock drop on the Instagram account, it did not go good. But today it actually went pretty smoothly. I was able to get the pink pair in my size, so we're going to see whenever I get it. Of course, I will do a review for y'all. I know the last Joe Fresh Goods shoe I reviewed, people were actually pretty interested in it, so here's another one that I will be reviewing. This will be the pink pair, so whenever I get it, of course, like I said, I will drop the review for y'all. And I believe there should be one more release on the New Balance site. I just don't know exactly when, but yeah, whenever that happens, I will try to update y'all just so y'all know. And I think that's everything I had for y'all today. That's all I have in my notes. Yeah, the biggest thing was, of course, just the drop for the Canyon Purples. And the dunks. It was a lot to deal with on Saturday. It just was a lot. Like, I wasn't expecting to get my sizes because like that was the only place that had extended sizes. But at the same time, just to run into that error to not even really be able to enter for your size, it's just kind of frustrating. And they had smaller sizes, but I really didn't want to go for smaller size. I didn't want smaller sizes, nor did I really have a need for them. So I just kind of left them alone. But yeah, it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. So let me know how y'all feel about if y'all went for the Canyon Purple 4s or the Dunks on the Snkrs app. Let me know how y'all felt. Did y'all encounter the same error, or what happened with y'all Saturday when trying to go for shoes if you were going for them? And then also let me know what y'all are most looking forward to in the upcoming months. I'm hoping these Starfish ones come in extended sizes, but it's just gonna have to be a wait and see with those. And of course, Midnight Navy 4s, Lost and Found 1s, Chicago 2s. It's a lot coming up, and can't forget about the Cherry 11. So let me know what y'all are most looking forward to. And then of course, like I mentioned earlier, if you're in Europe or overseas somewhere, let me know if y'all have the Lost and Found ones on your Flex account, on the Footlocker app, or just the release calendar over there. So as always, appreciate y'all for stopping in. Go and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, turn on notification bell so you can stay today when I post new content. As I mentioned earlier, I will be having a couple reviews dropping over these next couple days, so just stay tuned to the channel. Whenever I get those in, y'all know I will drop those for y'all ASAP. But as always, hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. Stay safe and stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.